All right, guys, and welcome back. This is the 101 Things Under the Sun podcast, and I'm here again. My name is BrownieBits, and as always with me is Old Man Hoodrich. How are you doing today?
Not too bad. What do you mean, welcome back? I never left. I've just been sitting here for 7 days or so waiting to do this for you guys.
Well, I mean, I guess that's an interesting thing to do for 7 days just to wait.
Yeah, I took a week off and just laid here on my couch, ready and eager to bring you some new podcast stuff tonight, guys.
Well, that's gonna be pretty good because we have another podcast to record.
Well, it was gonna happen sooner or later, so I was ready.
Yeah. So today was an interesting day in the sense of all the snow melted. I mean, what was left, because it was warm yesterday, and it was 53 degrees.
Oh, okay then. Hey, at least it's warm. Well, I mean, it's warm down here too because I live in Florida.
Very misty, so kind of dreary weather, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad day. Nice and warm.
So now you guys just have mud. Great.
Kind of. I mean, it's still pretty solid. But yeah, there is some good mud all over the place. Yeah, I'm not happy, not mad.
Yeah, I'm already starting. Well, I guess you can't really say starting the day off mad, but starting the afternoon, evening hours off mad. I just lost some fucking money on that goddamn Pats Jaguars game. Jaguars killed me.
Oh, did they win?
No, the Jaguars lost.
Oh, they lost. Okay, I wasn't paying any attention.
That was fair enough. So I'm already pissed about that.
That's not good. Was it a blowout?
Oh no, it was a great game.
Oh well, then
Great game.
I guess you can't be too mad.
Yeah. I mean, I lost $20, so that's upsetting.
Yeah, that would be upsetting. Well, you and I have been talking this past week while you've been sitting there, and one of the things we've talked about is doing some old man rants. And
boy, and do I ever have one for you?
So
I got one for you.
Are we getting? I guess my question was going to be, are we getting our first taste of the old man rants?
Oh yeah, it's the first official one.
First official one. Are you guys ready for this? Because I'm ready. I'm totally ready.
I don't know that I'm ready, and I'm doing this. All right, guys, setting it up. Yesterday, so actually, I wasn't sitting on my couch all week waiting for this, because this story goes against that. But yesterday, I went to Orlando and watched the hockey game. Very fun. Love me some hockey. After the game, I'm pulling out of the parking garage, and this motherfucker. Clearly my turn to go through here. He takes his little piece of shit smart car, whatever the hell it is, and sort of wedges it between where my car and the next car was in line. And then he turns his head and looks at me and does that, whatever the hell his name is.
What are you doing?
The no finger wave. Then Kemby Natumbo, or however you say his name. He looked at me, shook his head, and did that, and I about got out my fucking car and wanted to beat the shit out of him. Because that's one thing that really fucking pisses me off.
Oh yeah,
is that either you do that to me as you're driving, or the other thing that like if you cut somebody off and then just wave at the guy behind you. You just fucking cut me off, you piece of shit. No, you don't get to wave at me and make it act like, I let you in. No, you fucking cut me off like a goddamn piece of shit Neanderthal. Or the guys that motherfucking change lanes without looking, no turn signal. Motherfucker almost hit me today, pulled into my lane, and so I went over the stripe a little bit towards into the grass, looked at him, and was like, what the fuck, man? And he just kind of looked at me, waved, and then kind of did the whole, oh yeah, just go ahead, nothing happened, feel free. No, man, no, fuck you. You fucked up and almost killed us. Or at least, caused, damage to my fucking car.
Yeah.
It didn't happen, but, like, that could have. It's just like, fucking learn how to drive and don't be a goddamn prick when you're out in the road.
Yeah,
It's one thing to roll around with the windows up and start cussing at other people because they can't fucking hear you. It lets your anger out, but you don't have to drive like an asshole when that happens, I do
exactly.
that all the fucking time. Windows up, fucking let loose, but don't let it impact your driving.
Exactly. Exactly. Man, that's yeah, I feel you on that one though. I mean, I feel like people really need to either learn how to drive or not be allowed to drive at all,
Well, see, I'm perfectly fine if you don't know how to drive. Just don't be an asshole when you're doing it and like wave at me. Like don't try and be a nice guy. You're a fucking asshole who's cutting me off. There's no rectifying that situation. It's like you can't fucking say sorry. For instance, like if you throw a plate on the ground, tell the plate sorry. The plate's still fucking broken.
Yep.
Sorry don't fix it.
Yep.
Maybe it makes things a little better, but it doesn't fucking fix shit.
No, it
So,
doesn't.
Who's
Well,
Fraba?
yeah. That's quite a story. I mean, I totally understand it though, because I mean, I feel like a lot of people understand it because they see it on the road almost every day.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna get shit from my fucking coworker tomorrow about this. I guarantee it.
Well, I mean, hey, that's what happens.
Yeah, that's the damn truth.
But I mean, I'm sure you see quite a bit driving around a larger city.
Oh yeah, these fucking tourists. Goddamn, the Canadians are the worst.
You see a lot of Canadians down there?
Well, they come down here for the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Call them fucking Canadian geese, man.
Yeah, you went down there for the summer and stayed.
I moved here. I didn't come down here and stay. I moved.
Well, I mean, same
It's,
difference.
it's, I mean, it's not like I came down here a homeless person and then found a house.
That's
They'd be
true.
coming down here and then stayed.
That's true. I guess you're right. You're right. Canadian geese. I mean, it totally makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And then you got all the fucking Disney tourists.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
I bet that's awful.
I don't even go to the west side of Orlando, man. That's like Disney traffic and all kinds of jack shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that would have to be pretty bad.
Oh, it is. But anyway, in much lighter news, I've got an interesting topical story to segue us into our topic for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. So this week, I was on the good old Netflix machine, aka my TV, and stumbled upon a classic, a Max Goodrich favorite, and hopefully a lot of your all favorites. Cool Runnings.
Oh
And
yeah.
And for those of you that do not know about this glorious movie, it's a movie about a bunch of Jamaican sprinters who couldn't qualify for the Summer Olympics, but they had one in particular had a goal to go to the Olympics. Didn't matter what for; he just wanted to be in the Olympics. So they formed a Jamaican bobsled team, and the coach is played by
John Candy.
Yeah, and this is all based on a true story. There was a Jamaican bobsled team. Oh, I think it was late '80s, early '90s, maybe. I'm not sure, but the Jamaican bobsled team did compete. I think it was the Vancouver Olympics or Toronto Olympics. But anyhow, that was a while ago.
Yeah. It was Toronto.
But so anyhow, that's going to take us into our topic. Since it's coming up here, 2 weeks away, is we're going to talk about the Olympics. In particular, the Winter Olympics. For those of you who are seasonally disinclined or disinclined to recognize what season it is, we are in winter. even though some parts of the world are a little warmer than others right now, and we'll never see snow. It doesn't matter. We're still in the Winter Olympics, and they're in Pyongyang, South Korea this year.
Yep.
And man alive, am I ready for some Winter Olympics. As I talked about earlier, I love me some hockey. My three favorite events to watch in the Olympics. Number one is hockey, and probably tied for one. I've got a two-way tie for first. It's hockey and curling, and then the other one in the top three is the bobsled. But yeah, but yeah. So those are my top three. What about you, BrownieBits? You got any favorite events in the Winter Olympics here?
Well, obviously the bobsled's always interesting because they're going at such high speeds on that ice. I do love the snowboarding events. I think those are freaking awesome.
I mean, snowboarding's awesome, but how can you beat curling?
Curling.
I love me some curling, man. That's like the ultimate lazy sport. All you gotta do is sweep some ice and knock the little things out of the circles. Score some good points. Honestly, that'd be a very good drinking game.
Oh yeah.
That's got to be like the Canadian. That's got to be the Canadian version of cornhole right there. It's simple. You could do it when you're hammered. It's pretty low key, but it's a hell of a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I do like the I don't remember what the ski jumps where they go down and they do that really long crazy jump.
Where they just do the jump. I think it's like freestyle or something.
Yeah, the freestyle jump or whatever it's called. Yeah, that's insane.
The slalom runs where it's a hill or it's like a slope and it's full of mini hills and you got to go back and forth.
Oh yeah,
through and get down. Man, that's some intense ass shit.
I feel like the Winter Olympics have some pretty crazy sports entitled or intertwined with them.
Oh yeah,
like some just insane sports.
Yeah, like it's one of them. It's cross country skiing, but you got to shoot targets every once in a while. I can't remember what it's called.
You got alpine skiing, biathlon, bobsled, cross country, curling, figure skating, freestyle skiing. That's what we were talking about. Hockey. Ooh, the luge or.
The luge.
Luge, yeah, that's what it's called.
Luge. Be a little cultured here, man.
Sorry.
Be a little cultured. It's a sad sight when I'm the most cultured fucker in here.
We did see, I did see qualifying for the American speed skating team, the women.
Yeah.
And I can't remember her name, but she beat everybody else by almost like a quarter of a second. Like it was absolutely insane.
Impressive.
For something like that, how fast they're going and how short the course is.
Oh, so it was the short track speed skating because they've got long track and short track. For those of you that remember Antoine Apollo, I believe he did the short track.
Yeah, and it was the short track.
And, this is super small. So a quarter second there, that's impressive.
Yeah, I mean it was unbelievable.
That's maybe half a body length.
Well, actually that's a little bit more. I mean, she had probably about 2 body lengths between her and the second place, which was insane.
Yeah.
But I mean, still though, that's impressive one way or the other.
You're flying. Oh, man.
I do want to say, and this is going to kind of tie in a little bit to your bobsled. Jamaica is sending its first women's bobsled team to the Olympics this year.
Hey, good for them. Good for them.
This is coming from ESPN website.
Okay. I do know that the North Koreans are going to play hockey with the South Koreans in this year's games. I don't know any other participations by the North Koreans yet, but they will be competing under one Korean flag, at least in the hockey team.
North Korea will be sending. Well, they're going to be competing under one Korean flag. Period. Over everything that they're in.
Okay.
But North Korea is sending 22 athletes.
Yeah, and probably at least half of them, maybe 3/4, are for the hockey team.
Yeah.
So, and the other South
Unified women's ice hockey. They have figure skating, short track speed skating, cross country skiing, and alpine skiing is what it looks like.
Well, good for us. Good for the world if this could get North Korea down off the ledge, so I don't have to worry about nukes getting shot at me. You know. But,
well, I mean, it's not only good for us or for you and me; it's good for the entire world.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying.
So 12
just
from
in general.
Yeah, 12 from the women's ice hockey. 2 figure skaters. 2 short track speed skaters. 2 male and 1 female cross country skiers, and 3 alpine skiing.
Yeah, well, good for them. Seriously, good for them. Also, to change gears a little bit, I believe it was the world, it was like the world hockey whatever. Maybe it was just European, because I don't know that there was a USA team there, but there could have been. If it was an amateur tournament, there probably could have been, because typically, actually they did, since the Olympics are amateur, I don't think that NHL players can play, but they have in the past. But I don't think this year they are, because usually that's like a huge thing to happen to the NHL.
Yeah,
but I think they outlawed NHL players from playing because technically the NHL is a professional league, and the Olympics it's an amateur event. But so it was a couple weeks ago. Sweden, phenomenal hockey team, by the way. I don't think that they're going to be able to compete. If I'm not mistaken here, I do believe that Canada has won the last 3 of 4 hockey gold medals. And the year the 1 year they didn't win the gold, that was Sweden in 2006. But anyway, this Sweden team looked phenomenal, but they got beat out in the last minutes by whoever they were playing. I forget who they were playing, but that's not the point of the story. They were handing out the medals, the silver medals. This dude from the Sweden team had the silver medal put on his neck. He had to put it on him, turned around within a second or two, tore it off, and threw it into the crowd.
Really?
Because that, like, for me, that's second's never good enough. And props to him for wanting more out of himself and his team on that. But if they can bring some of that fire and drive to the Olympics, man, get ready for some intense hockey.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been recently getting into hockey a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of hockey, even anywhere close to that. I don't really understand hockey a ton. I understand just like the basics of it, the premise of it, and all that. But I've been watching it recently. I watched Anaheim and the Kings, Los Angeles. I watched that hockey game. I watched that the other night.
Hey, well, good.
And that was entertaining.
Yeah, and, hockey's phenomenal to watch. Even more so in person.
Oh,
like I said, I had not been to a hockey game in too long, and last night basically rekindled a fire under me to make sure I make it my goal to see more hockey games. Because they're just so much fucking fun, man. Literally, I was so happy. I sat down, and within 2 minutes of me sitting down for the first period, there was already a fucking fight. And I'm just like, yeah, let's go. Kill him. My usual antics when I'm at a game.
Yeah, and that's one issue. Football's become kind of insane lately, and insane in a bad way, meaning if you even so much as look at a quarterback weird, you get a penalty. And it's just not. It hasn't really been that entertaining for me to watch.
Yeah,
I follow it. I watch it a little bit. You know, it just hasn't really been all that entertaining for me.
Hey, fair enough. But for me, anything in person is way better than watching it on the TV.
Oh, by far, I don't even think there's a competition with that.
Yeah, I can barely watch a full baseball game on TV because I hate these fucking announcers. But we're talking about Winter Olympics. Don't let me get into another rant mid segment.
We'll save that for another rant.
Yeah.
Because I could go along with that too.
Okay.
Yeah. So Russia is looking.
They're banned. Russia, you cannot compete under the Russian flag for the Olympics because they were banned for doping.
Yeah.
I think though that they're there, I believe, are 20 individuals competing, but under no flag. So if they win, they just win. It's not like it helps Russia or anything. Russia doesn't get recognized. It's just these people win. If they win. And
so
I believe if any of these people won, it'd be the first time in Olympic history that somebody won under no flag. Because technically there's like a refugee country flag that people compete under.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's been flown a couple of times. But like if they win an event or medal in any event, no flag or national anthem will fly or be played.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I do have, this is from CNN, I do have the predicted Winter Olympics medals table. So total amount of Olympics. It looks like Germany is predicted to come in first with 14 gold, 12 silver, and 14 bronze for a total of 40. Norway in second with 37 total, and the U.S. in third with 29 total. This is just what it's predicting. Liechtenstein is on the map, tied for Latvia with 1 gold apiece, so 1 altogether for both of them.
Huh.
Interesting.
I don't know, man. You can put my prediction out now, right here. Calling it curling. The Canadian team will get gold. Calling it right here.
Oh, I don't think any team can really compete with Canada on that one.
I mean, Canada's placed in like the last fucking 7 of 8 Olympics.
It better have, because curling was invented in Canada. So
yeah, I mean
that's like baseball is to America is curling to Canada.
Yeah, okay. Fair point.
But they're ranked 5th with 33 total medals.
Yeah.
And this list is based off of how many gold. By the way.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too. Okay. Yeah, I got it pulled up here. Man,
you want to mess with your mic some more? But yeah, so this is an interesting. We'll leave this link down in the description below, because this is an interesting little medal table. Poland's on there, Italy, Belgium, Slovenia.
I really don't know that. I feel like Canada would be doing better than this. But hey,
I mean, in total medals, they aren't third as far as the estimated. So that's not terrible, but yeah, I feel like Canada could do better than this. But we all know how well predictions go, unless you predicted like Golden State and Cleveland to be in the NBA Finals, or Tom Brady to go to the Super Bowl. You know, those type of predictions.
Yeah, I get it. It's just baffling to me how they come up with this stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I do.
Oh, yeah, by the way, my mic was rolling away. I had to grab it. Sorry about that.
I forgive you. Hopefully, our listeners will too.
Oh, one of them won't, guaranteed.
But yeah, man, that's a crazy thing about Russia being banned. I know they. Where is this story?
What are you thinking of?
Well, there was the story that I saw that was talking about the Russian athletes that were. Here is, well, no, that's not. I don't remember. It was talking about the jerseys they were, or the jerseys, whatever uniforms they were going to wear.
Oh, I mean, technically they're like, if they say anything, they're like independent athletes of Russia or something along those lines. Like the actual, like, because usually I don't know if you're talking about schemes, but also, who is it? I think is it Norway? Yeah, I think it's Norway. Look out for the men's curling team in Norway. They, for the last couple of Olympics, have been wearing some outrageously awesome pants.
Mm-hmm.
I can only really describe them as polka pants. It's like red, blue, and white checkers, but pants.
Wow. So it is saying, I'm reading this from the New York Times, but it says the International Olympic Committee clears nearly 400 Russians to compete. But the Russian Olympic team itself is barred.
Yeah, because like I said, they'll all be under the independent athletes of Russia kind of deal. But like the Russian flag and the Russian national anthem won't be played. So it doesn't penalize the athletes at all. It just penalizes Russia as a country.
Yeah.
Which is the proper way to do that. Because you don't ever want to, not give somebody a shot if they're the best at what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So basically the IOC proposed that Russian athletes wear a specific logo, and it's basically just a circle. It's a white badge, basically, white circle. And then inside, in a circular font, it says Olympic athlete from Russia. Yeah. And this is and that would be worn on their otherwise neutral uniforms.
Yes, sir. That's the best way that we could do this.
Well, I mean, at least some of the athletes, or at least some of the clean ones, are going to be able to have a chance.
Yeah. Because like I said, you want to give everybody a fair shake, but you just want to make sure that there's, some kind of, deterrent to cheating.
Exactly. Well, that's a really cool, really interesting story. Good by them that the clean ones are at least being let in. This says that more than 80% of the athletes in the pool that were cleared, the 40 or 400 that were cleared, more than 80% of them did not compete in Sochi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean, like 4 years. That's a
that's a long time. I mean,
4 years of a gap. So
yeah, it's incredible that some of the athletes have been in Olympic Games for as long as they have.
Oh yeah.
The sheer fact that 4 years between them is just a ridiculous amount of time.
Like you could curl forever, but there was some teenage prodigy a couple Olympics ago that he's still curling for whatever team he is now, and it's that by itself is still amazing.
Oh yeah,
because that's a span of, if he's been to 4 Olympics, that's a span of 16 years where he's constantly the best at what he does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you got, if you think about it, a typical MLB career, we can just say 16 years. I think that's more than generous.
Mm-hmm.
That's only 4 Olympic Games in terms of one versus the other.
Yeah, and who was it? The figure skater, Michelle Kwan was like at 5 or something.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Because she started when she was like
she was real young when she
she
started.
started when she was 16, and I think her last one was when she was 36 or something. But I think she went to at least 5.
There
If it
was
wasn't
one.
Michelle,
There's that volleyball player or that volleyball duo this past
oh yeah,
Summer Olympics. They were in
but the
their
duo,
40s.
one of them was still there. The duo changed this past one. That was Misty May.
Yeah,
Misty May. I can't remember her last name. And then Carrie Walsh.
yeah,
And Carrie Walsh got married, so at some point that name changed, and I don't know what her married name is.
yeah. I don't remember all that, but it's incredible to see some of the athletes. Basically, is what we're saying, and to just kind of sum that whole little thing up. But yeah, I mean, it was. This is going to be an interesting Olympic Games without a true Russian team in terms of ice hockey.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They'll still be good though. They haven't been great in the last couple of years. I don't. If I remember, I kind of watched the World Hockey Classic or whatever because they have that every 2 years. But the Olympics takes to play, or so they have it every 4 years, I think. So it lines up so that it's in the middle of the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
And then they just have random. Hockey in Europe's kind of like soccer, where they have a bunch of different leagues, and then they play overall tournaments between the best of every league and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different names that it can get kind of confusing.
Oh yeah, but it's no Miracle on Ice season.
Oh yeah, honestly, great game. That was a great game, great movie.
Oh yeah,
Can't say a bad thing about it.
that's another one of those great feel good Olympic movies.
Also, best one of the best pump up speeches, best speech, kind of deal.
Oh yeah. That's
right after the Braveheart speech.
yeah, yeah.
Now, if you want me to play some real good hockey, you put Mel Gibson in blue face paint, put him in my locker room before I go play some hockey, and I'll kill somebody. Like, come on, give me 5 minutes in the penalty box. Sure, it'll be worth it.
Speaking of hockey, I did see. Now this doesn't have to do exactly with the Olympics, but it was a guy coming off of the injured reserve, and first game back after like 60 days on the disabled list or whatever, and he's skating during warm-ups and just face plants. Just loses his balance on a turn and just face plants right near the wall. And I was crying. I was laughing so hard. It was fantastic.
That's just feel good hockey right there.
Oh yeah, and he got up and he had this big smile on his face, like I'm a dumbass.
The only thing more hockey than that would be after you're on an extended stint on the IR, the DL, whatever. You come back and then get your ass whooped in a fight and then immediately go back on IR. Or the DL, whatever you want to.
Whatever it's called.
Or no, like the severity.
Yeah.
That happened. What was it? 2 years ago, something like that. Somebody had just came back. He just came back from a broken leg or something, not hockey related. Broken leg, which was kind of dumb. I think he fell down some stairs and broke his leg.
Oh yeah,
it was a couple years ago, but fell down and broke his leg. It was fucking stupid. But anyway, his first game back, he sat. So the first game he was on the ice after that injury. Was his second game back, but first game on the ice, so technically first game back, if you want to call it that, which I do. Just for purpose of this, he ended up getting into a fight and lost some teeth, so he had to get surgery on his mouth. So he was out for like 2 weeks.
Oh man.
Yeah, he flipped the helmet off, and dude just got him square in the face. Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Well worth the 5-minute penalty. He might have got 7, because it'd have been some for throwing a helmet and then fighting. So yeah. Oh,
Interesting way that hockey works with all that.
Mm-hmm. And this wasn't pro. This was like minor league hockey. So.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even better. Minor league hockey is even better because they don't really give a shit. They'll fight whenever.
Mm-hmm.
The pros are kind of tame about it. But in minor league hockey, it's like anything goes. If you don't see a fight in minor league hockey, I don't know that you're at a minor league hockey game. But if you're at the pros and don't see a fight, it's still a game.
Yeah.
You know, but like honestly, if there's not a fight in minor league hockey, something's wrong. That's my standpoint. I got a hockey mantra where it's beat the crap out of them and make them respect you. And if you don't earn that respect, you're going to lose the game.
Yeah. Well, that makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
This is I am on the NBC Olympics website, and they've got the different matches and games being played, and they've got like, you know, events on the day or like actual medal events and that type of stuff. It's a really nice, you know, easy to read schedule of events, and this is just going to make it, you know, that much easier to catch.
Mm-hmm.
Very awesome.
Yeah. Honestly, the Olympics, like across the world, are some of the best time to watch sports because they're going on all day. It's like if there's one night you can't sleep, there's good chance there's some fucking Olympics on.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Definitely entertaining to watch too.
There'll definitely be at least one time when I have some buddies over and it'll be 1 a.m. and we'll be drinking some beers and watching curling because why the fuck not?
Exactly. So we've kind of covered some of the different excitements that we're really looking forward to. Kind of some of the other news surrounding the Olympic Games this year. Some really good stories to hear, and some not so good yet with a good twist on them. Very, very interesting reads for all of those. And I'm leaving links for, you know, some of the stuff that we've seen down in the description below so that you guys can check in on it if you guys so please. Another thing that I just noticed, the Summer Games in Brazil. Do you remember one of the torchbearers?
Yes.
He was the guy with the Tongan flag bearer.
Yeah, I just saw this. What was the meat of this story? I can't remember, but I saw a headline.
The shirtless guy who was part of the opening opening event, he actually qualified for cross-country skiing for his country.
Good for him.
For Winter Olympics. Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. And good for him.
This story also has a post from him specifically, and it has him wearing a shirt that says Olympian on it. And that's a really good story to hear too.
Yeah, because he was he made the Olympics in the summer or something too. So
he was representing Tonga in Taekwondo event 2 years ago.
Okay.
In the heavyweight division.
Yeah. Ooh, man. That's a big dude.
Yeah, that is a big dude. He lost in the opening round to the Iranian. He was I don't even want to try to mispronounce that.
Just don't. But no, like the heavyweight in Taekwondo's got to be like 240.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
He's a big dude.
You know, that's a big skier. Skiers are like runners, you know. They're hey, so more power to him if he wins.
Oh yeah.
And just everybody else look out because he'll just, you know, bowl you over.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's also cut. He's very cut. I mean, the picture that's provided on this is just he's, you know, 12-pack and everything. But he's
yeah, I got one of those in the fridge.
I got more than a 12-pack. I got almost a keg in the fridge, man. I'll tell you what. Oh, man. But yeah, that's a fun story to hear, you know. He's definitely excited. I know the country is excited. He turned down. Okay, so here's another thing. He turned down modeling and acting offers in order to pursue qualification for the 2018 Olympics.
Good for him.
So it ended
Good
up
for him.
working out for him too. So that's awesome. Yeah, and we'll leave this this down there as well. But This very cool story. Another very awesome feel good story.
And coming off of the feel good stories, you know what else makes me feel good about stuff, BrownieBits?
What's that?
Dad jokes.
Dad jokes? Are you ready for some dad jokes?
I don't think anybody's ever ready for our dad jokes. But
I got some real bad ones. Are you ready?
But we give it to them anyway.
Exactly.
Give it to them anyway. All right. Well, if you're super stoked, go ahead and lead it off.
All right. So, did you know the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France? Wait. They were cooked in Greece.
Yeah, it's funny because I was looking at that exact same
joke.
Looking
at that one?
That was going to be my first one.
That just made it even better. We were looking at... Oh, my gosh.
That was legitimately going to be my first joke.
So I'm guessing we're... Yeah.
Man, we've been doing this. Great minds think alike.
Well, in that case, do you want to hear a joke about a piece of paper?
Sure.
Never mind, it's terrible.
No, just like all the rest of yours.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. I got a little theme joke. Also, do you know what a leper is?
A leper or a leopard?
Yeah.
Leper.
A leper.
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's key to the joke.
Okay.
How do you know a leper is playing ice hockey?
How?
There's a face-off in the corner.
Oh, that's a bad one. Oh, that's terrible.
But it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. So, I got another one. Why did the Invisible Man turn down the job offer?
Oh, I don't know.
He couldn't see himself doing it.
Ah. Witty.
I'm still laughing at the fact that we were looking at the same joke as our first one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is good. Also, another hockey joke. What's the difference between a hockey game and a boxing match?
What's that?
In hockey, the fights are real.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's going to be somebody listening that is a fan of boxing and is going to tear you a new one.
Yes, and I'm ready for it because
ready for it.
Fuck it.
Good stuff. Oh man, do you have another dad joke? Or do you
I got one last one.
One last one. All right, let's hear it.
I got one last one because I didn't get any riddles, so you're gonna have to riddle my brain today.
Okay.
So a ham sandwich walks into a bar and orders a beer. The bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve food here."
Well, I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad for the food.
Oh yeah.
Isn't being served food.
But hey, still a good joke. All right, so how pissed am I going to get at your riddles today?
I don't know, maybe.
Because afterwards, I do have a social media craze for the week.
Okay. Well, we'll start off with a fairly easy one. Are you ready?
Sure.
I'm spread out before eating. Your tongue gets me off. People sometimes lick my nuts. What am I?
I want to say peanut butter, but that seems wrong.
No, that's correct.
Okay, then just everything else about that is wrong.
Everything else about that is wrong.
Yeah, peanut butter's nasty, man. Ugh. Also, people are going to be triggered by that too, so
I love peanut butter.
I'm ready for it. Bring on all the hate. I've got enough anger to go around.
All right. Well, here we go. I can only live where there is light, but I die if the light shines on me.
Oh, Shadow.
Correct. Good.
Oh, there we go. 2 for 2.
2 for 2. You're
Crushing it. You're not giving me any of these dumbass fucking boundary riddles.
What flies when it's born, lies when it's alive, and runs when it's dead?
What the fuck?
What flies when it's born, lies when it's alive, and runs when it's dead?
I don't. What runs when it's dead? I'm too hung up on that last part. What were the first two?
What flies when it's born, and lies when it's alive?
Lies, as in lie on a couch? Lie on the floor? Okay. I have no fucking idea.
A snowflake.
Oh, it runs because it's fucking water. Oh, God. Fuck that. Fuck that.
All right, you ready for one more?
After that last one, no, but bring it on.
Okay, just the last one. Okay. Every night, I'm told what to do, and each morning, I do what I'm told. But I still don't escape your scold.
Every night, you do what you're told. And say that again.
Every night, I do what I'm told. Or every night I'm told what to do. And each morning I do what I'm told. But I still don't escape your scold.
I have no idea where to begin. I want to say a dog, but that doesn't make any fucking sense. Because I think scold is like fucking water. But
No.
I can't work a goddamn shower into this.
No. Scold as in yell at.
Okay. I went the other way.
Yeah, you went the other meaning.
But it's still not a dog.
Nope, it's still not a dog.
God damn it. I have no idea.
An alarm clock.
Oh, well. Oh, I mean, but I guess every night I'm told what to do, that kind of threw me.
Yeah.
Because I set my alarm once.
Yeah.
I don't set it every night. I'm not a fucking Neanderthal. I have an alarm clock that, saves the time I want to wake up, so I have to set it once.
Back in the old days, you did have to set it, though.
Oh, fuck. I forgot my childhood.
The good
I'm not
old
as old
days.
as the old man in me.
But yeah, so I think we need to get on into some social media crazes.
Okay, well, I got a doozy of one for you.
Oh gosh.
So, as we know, this is the championship round of the NFL here.
Mm-hmm.
So, nothing too big out of Foxborough because they win all the fucking time. They're used to it. They're old hats. They're seasoned champs of celebrating big wins and not being, fucking Neanderthal crazy assholes.
Yeah.
However, the fine people of Philadelphia do not have that same standard of being rational celebrators.
Mm-hmm.
So earlier this week, I believe it was Wednesday, the Philadelphia Police Department put out a little notice. It was like the Philly PD and Philly government put out a little notice saying, "Hey, if shopkeepers, if you're usually open on Sunday, don't be. And if you have like a garage door thing that comes down or anything to help bolster security, put it up. And you are not allowed to open on Sunday."
Really?
Then it said all the bars in the area, they are strictly enforcing open container laws in the neighborhood around the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And they're advocating all the bar owners to serve plastic cups of everything.
Which makes sense, yeah. Wow.
Okay. And they are urging all business owners in that couple block, it's like a 6-block radius, 6-block area, probably more than that. But they're urging all, if you have a camera, turn it on, leave it on, all that kind of stuff. They're urging it. And then at the bottom, it's just like, all these things will help do your part to make Philadelphia a safer city for the public, but realize that even with all these efforts or something, not everything is perfect.
Yeah.
Basically, the city of Philadelphia just said, we cannot guarantee your safety if the Eagles win. That's exactly what the whole thing was.
Oh my gosh.
And people were, chewing this up and spitting it out on Twitter and stuff. And then fast forward to this morning / yesterday afternoon. I don't know when this news thing was filmed, either Saturday or Saturday afternoon or Sunday morning, something like that. So you know how flashback to when the Cubs won the World Series, people were climbing light poles and jumping off of them and stuff.
Yeah.
Philadelphia must have seen them videos.
Oh.
Didn't like that idea. So they decided to paint all the light poles in like that massive area around the stadium with grease. They greased all the light poles.
What?
With like Crisco and stuff. Literally. I was watching a news reporter tell the story, and behind her was this guy with a 5-gallon bucket and in a paintbrush covered in Crisco.
Oh,
and he's just fucking painting a pole. So like this black light pole is now like covered in white grease stuff. And the best response I had seen to this was on Twitter. Somebody put it up, like a link to the news video that I'd watched earlier. And the first comment was somebody that gifted Milan one of the cutscenes from Make a Man Out of Me. When she was climbing that pole.
Yeah.
She's just like, whoever commented on it was just like, Philadelphia fans after they win tonight's game. Because it's just like, how the fuck did they get up there? Because it didn't show Milan getting to the top of the pole.
Yeah.
It just showed her starting and then all the way at the top later. And I'm just like, oh my fucking God, this is the greatest fucking response I've ever seen. But Lord help us if the Eagles do win. I feel like that whole poor part of Pennsylvania is just going to burn.
Oh,
and
I could see that.
And as of us recording this right now, Philadelphia is up 21-7
with a minute left in the second quarter. Wow.
Yeah. So, if you are in the Philadelphia area, you might want to fucking bolt up your fucking house and hunker down, because I'm feeling martial law coming on.
Good luck.
Yes. This will be worse. This will be worse than when fucking Kentucky and Louisville play in like the NCAA basketball tournament. Like a couple of years ago, that fucking happened. Goddamn. Fucking Kentucky burned.
This sounds worse than Oakland losing the Super Bowl back in 04, 05. Whenever they lost
2003.
Or yeah, 2003.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
City burned. That was insane.
Yeah, and actually burned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot about that.
Ballistic.
Man, imagine an Eagles Buffalo Super Bowl. How much devastation would be wrought?
I can't. I don't even want to.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, arguably, depending on weather conditions and everything, arguably, if Buffalo lost, nothing would happen because they'd all be snowed in anyways.
But if it's the Super Bowl, they won't be in Buffalo.
That's true.
Because they got an outdoor stadium.
Well,
also, that's one reason I want the Vikings to fucking win. It'd be the first time ever that a Super Bowl team has home field advantage.
Yeah.
I'm
super
rooting for the Vikings just for that reason. Not to mention the fact that they've had the best shot of fucking beating Tom Brady. But I mean, if the Eagles are fucking beating the Vikings, maybe they have a shot next week or 2 weeks from now. I don't fucking know.
I think the Eagles have a somewhat decent shot of beating Brady. But I would love to see the Vikings win, but it's not looking very good right now.
Oh, yeah. This is karma. They took over the fucking Rocky Steps this morning. They shot like a hype video on the Rocky Steps.
Yeah, I did see that. That was insane.
And there was probably not even like 150 people there. I saw like an aerial shot. This guy had a drone and took a picture. There were more people watching them do it than were actually doing it on on the little fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's insane. Well, guys, I think that's about wrapping it up for us. We've kind of covered everything that we're looking to cover today. Lots of really fun information. We're really excited, and hope you all are excited for the Olympic Games coming up here at the first couple weeks of February. So that's definitely going to be really exciting.
And I'll say it now. I will say it now. If you guys want to see me cover some curling, leave a comment. Reach out to me. I'll cover curling, amateur-like, in the Olympic spirit.
Oh, yeah.
Just why not? It'd be fun.
Definitely fun. But thank you guys for listening. You can find us on Twitter as a podcast at 101 Things Under the Sun, or 101 Under the Sun. I don't even remember. My gosh. You can find the old man at My Goods Are Rich. And you can find myself at BrownieBits 450. Man, good day all around. Good night. And hopefully this next new week is amazing. I do want to say right before we close off that the old man rant was fantastic. I really did enjoy that. And I look forward to future ones.
Oh, this is an everyday thing for me. I'm always angry. I'm like Bruce Banner. I contain it sometimes.
Well, that's good to hear. Thank you guys again, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace out.